Hey everybody, happy Friday. Feliz Viernes. Feliz Sexta-feira. Happy Black Friday. Feliz Sexta-feira Preto. Don't know if that's right or not. Don't really care. Probably one of those words that in Portuguese, or at least Brazilian Portuguese, is just like Black Friday. Like the other day I was learning that, like o celular, right? That's a cellular phone. O telefone, that's a telephone, right? So by induction, I was like, okay, so smartphones probably like o telefone inteligente or o celular inteligente. And so I said that to somebody. I said, meu phone, meu celular inteligente. And they laughed and laughed and laughed. He just said smartphone. In Portuguese, smartphone is smartphone. Mais que nada. Hoje é dia de levantamento. Today is deadlift day. Festa de levantamento. Deadlift party day. And I'm tired. Preciso dormir. Preciso mais dormir. I didn't sleep a lot last night. If you can hear my voice, it's a little hoarse. I watched Stranger Things with the family. It's pretty good. I forget how good that show is because it takes like 3 years between seasons. But this one did pretty well. I'm not gonna give you any spoilers because I'm not that much into cinema and television, that kind of stuff. But I know good stuff and I know bad stuff, and that's what I'm saying. But probably a lot of people, like stuff that I think is good, they think is stupid. So it's just my opinion. But I enjoyed it. Looking forward to finishing off the season and the series. It's been an enjoyable ride. But anyhow, so deadlift party today. I incremented up the trap bar deads 10 pounds. So I did 320 for 5x5. And I did an extra warm-up set because I did these deadlifts early and I did them a little under the weather and I'm a little tired, and I did a little bit of Black Friday shopping. Oh, other cool thing today, Walmart had this really raging deal on Transformers. Probably no one cares, not that many people care, but they had like 2 of these guys for like $15. They're normally like $25 to $30 each, so it's like, a lot off. I'm getting 2 for less than the price of 1. So it's almost like 75% off, 60 to 75% off, depending on which one and how you slice it. But back to the deadlifts. So yeah, warmed up with an extra set. So today was 150, 200, 240, 290, then 320. I think that's right, yeah. 150, 200, 240, 290, 320, and 320 for 5x5. Then I did the Sumos, 5 sets of 5 at 275. I'm not gonna increment those until they get really easy. And they're not gonna be really easy until trap bar gets up probably another 20, 30 pounds because it's a back off accessory and it's a block. And I'm just doing it really for hip mobility, but pushing some strength to that range of motion. Not a lot to say today. It's still early. Haven't had to do too much thinking yet. Had a great time yesterday with the family. It's good to spend time with the family. It's good to be able to have the capability, the bandwidth, the capacity to give thanks, to have a nice meal, to have a nice place to have the meal in, and have people around. So it's important that we do get together with people and be appreciative every once in a while. And we should probably try to do it more than just once a year. We should probably try to do it every day. At least take a moment to be thankful about all the good stuff we have and the good stuff we got going on. I think when we do that kind of stuff, focus on those good things, I think it's good for us. And I'm not talking about any karma or any sort of religious kind of stuff, you know, but I think the idea of meditating on some of those things that, we're like, okay, this is what's going right in my life. Where that helps is that you think, how did I get to there, right? Like, what were the actions I did to enable me to have this thing? You know, was it the education I have? Was it things I did at work? Was it this venture I took upon? Was it this new hobby I started? Whatever it may be. Usually the things that we're grateful for, a lot of times they require some action on our behalf, right? That we go out and do something, you know. Opportunity comes knocking, but we got to open the door and we got to usually let them in or step through it or whatever. But yeah, I think that's one of the important things about being grateful and taking a moment to be, you know, taking a moment of gratitude, because we will then reflect on what we did to enable that goodness. And sometimes it's good to remember those things so that we can reorient ourselves, so that we can re-navigate to the path that we want to get back onto. You know, it's like this thing I remember learning when I took the motorcycle safety foundation class. It's the idea of target fixation when you're driving a motorcycle. And I think it's somewhat true. Whereas if you're riding a motorcycle, especially a motorcycle, that's a very holistic vehicle, right? I mean, sure, you steer at the handlebars, but leaning also steers the vehicle. But, you know, you start to look at something and that movement, you know, at first it might just be your eyes, then your head's gonna, because we're lazy, so your eyes are gonna turn, eyes will turn, then the head turns, then the body starts to turn, because the body wants to return to stasis, and as all those things happen, you start to lean that direction, you start turning in that direction. And so you get that thing of target fixation where all of a sudden, if we're not paying attention and we're not mindful of things, we will fixate on what we don't want to hit, right? We're like, oh, I need to avoid that thing, but I'm staring at it. No, look at the direction you need to go in, right? Look at the path you need to follow. Sure, those things that are bad that we want to avoid, we need to avoid them. But how we avoid them, right, is by fixing on the path that we need to be on. And that's why I think taking a moment of gratitude, a moment to be thankful for what we have, and to be thankful for those who have helped us get to where we're at is important, because it helps us maintain or get back onto that path. And, you know, I'm thankful every day that I got the stuff I got to work out with. I'm thankful for my family, thankful for my friends, all that kind of stuff. And it does help remind me the things I need to do to you know, keep moving forward in a direction I want to move in. And that's not to say that just if I take a moment of gratitude, things are magically going to happen, or, oh yeah, I'm going to take that action and everything's going to be fixed. No, there's still a grind. There's still going to be a grind. There's still work involved, but it's remembering what work we need to do. All right, so I'm going to try and rest up some today. I got to go see the second half of this Wicked. I don't know if I'm all that up to that, but again, promised my daughters that I'd take them to that. Hopefully they enjoy it. We'll see if I enjoy it. I can only handle so much Ariana Grande. But anyhow, happy Friday. Feliz Viernes. Feliz sexta-feira. Feliz dia de levantamento. Por quê? Porque é uma festa de levantamento. Have a great deadlift party day if you have Friday deadlift party days, and I think everyone should, because it's a great way to head into the weekend and get into those gyms, wherever they may be, your home, wherever. Get into those gyms, hit those goals, and get swole. Peace.